Guys, it's time for Raid Shadow Legends Masteries Day Part 2. Today we are going to finish up where we started with the last video of going through and I want to say finishing our Mastery skill trees. For many of them, it's starting the Mastery skill trees of units we've been using for quite a while, which is probably not great to have them just sitting there with all of these scrolls and not have the Masteries built out, because that's like an extra 20% boost to... Maybe 20% is as aggressive. It depends on the unit. 10, 15, 20% boost to the unit's power overall. So what do we have for today? First up, we're going to do Drexar Blood Twins. So this is a unit that actually doesn't have accessories on it. But aside from that, this is a unit that's actually fairly easy. Maybe not. You can get him. Everyone can get him. He is a unit. We summoned him a long time ago, but this is a unit that you can actually get. You can go to the market. You can go to Bazaar, I believe is the place, and you can get champion fragments for Drexar Blood Twin. It takes quite a lot, but you do actually get a lot of these gold bars from Tag Team Arena. This is how you do it. You go here, you do some Tag Team Arenas every day, and then you get pieces for shards, pieces for energy. The higher you climb, you can get voids, you can get different avatars, epic skill tomes, sacred shards, I was gonna say legendary shards, sacred shards, legendary skill tomes, etc, etc, etc. But even at bronze level, you can get Drexar. He is a burn guy. That's kind of what he does. He is I believe he's a defense-based champion that does, let's take a look. Yeah, defense-based champion that does burns in his skills. He's got the skill 1 attack an enemy 3 times. Potential. I don't actually use him for Fire Knight, but could potentially be useful in Fire Knight. Has a 30% chance. I bet he's in there. Hold on. No, 3.8. Well, there you go. 3 times. Chance of placing an HP burn debuff for 2 turns. Heals the champion by 20% of the damage inflicted if the target is under an HP burn debuff. Damage based on defense. Then we have an AoE. 40% chance of placing a provoke goes up to 60%. Chance increase up to 100% if the target is under an HP burn debuff, which he does. Also place a 50% decrease attack debuff, for 2 turns if the provoke debuff is placed, damage based on defense. And then we also have the Fiery Blood passive, has a 55% chance, goes up to 75 of placing a HP burn debuff for 2 turns on the attacker when hit. Champion's resistance increases by 10% for every enemy under an HP burn debuff, stacks up to 50. So let's go through his masteries. Easy. Not easy. It's a unit that you can get if you just are patient. So let's see what we have for the skill. I kind of want to, yeah, I like him with the defense. I know I was complaining about the defense skill tree in the last video, but let's do the defense. He's a defense unit. It makes more sense on him than putting attack type units. Like they had the defense skill tree for like for Alice, which was crazy. Increase the amount of healing and the value of shield buffs, which is nice. We'll go for that. I'm just going based on the skill tree recommendations, unless I see something that's weird and I'm going to change it. But decrease damage received by the champion by 8% when the champion's hit with a critical hit, just making him tankier. Heal the champion by 6% of max HP every time an enemy is healed. Occurs once per turn. Heals the champion by 10% of max HP when they kill an enemy target except boss minions. Personally, I mean, I'm not in love with the skills on the skill tree. I think they're okay every once in a while, but it doesn't seem to me like anything is... I'm going to like the support ones better because I know that they have accuracy there. Reduce the damage this champion receives from a specific enemy, 0.75% with each hit taken from that enemy. Damage reduction stacks up to 6% for each enemy. We have the stubbornness, increases resistance by 10%. So this is actually works with his passive. Increases resistance by 10% for each debuff on this champion. Stacks up to 30. We have, what else? 50% chance of increasing turn meter by 15 when an ally is attacked with a critical hit. This is Retribution. 50% chance to counterattack when this champion loses 25% of their max HP or more from a single. So that's not bad. It goes well with skill 1. And then we have the... Unshakable resistance plus 50. What are other options? Increase the chance of placing. Okay, we don't need that. Decrease damage all allies receive by 5%. Damage this champion receives that damage instead. And we have I would like the defense, to be honest. They went with the resistance, but I kind of like that defense on there. We'll go resistance. We'll go resistance, but yeah, accuracy, love that. Let's go accuracy. Let's go increase accuracy when the champion has no skills on cooldown. Anything that increases accuracy is something that I want. Increase accuracy for each enemy alive, stacks up to 16. We have decreased target's turn meter when this champion hits them with default skill for the first time. Occurs once per target. And then the last one is increase the chance of placing any debuff from skills or artifacts by 5%. This works well. Everything that increases the chance of him doing his debuffs is something that I want here. Let's go take a look at the promo, and then we'll be back for some more.
I'm looking for a fun new RPG to play on my telephone. I wonder if there's anything good.
Brother, you gotta try the most glorious RPG that has ever come to the mobile platform. Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, is it any good?
Is it any good? It will literally... Yeah, it's good, yes!
Wowee! I'm gonna go download it right now.
Are you serious? You're gonna miss out on all the free legendaries.
Free legendaries?
You want a free legendary? Use the promo code or the link in the description for a brand new free legendary Elenaril.
Wow!
And as soon as you hit level 10, you get a free Maus Mage epic right in your inbox.
Wowee!
At level 20, you get a free epic Uugo.
Neato!
And at level 30, another free epic Fayne.
Well, that's swell.
If all of that wasn't even enough, you can also use one of the following promo codes for a brand new account for another free legendary.
Free legendaries?
Get Alice for a legendary Alice the Wanderer.
Neato!
Get Loki for a free legendary Loki the Deceiver.
Ooh!
MONKEYKING for a free legendary Sun Wukong.
Super cool!
Tree Hugger for a free legendary Green Warden Ruark.
Oh!
Or you can use the code Desert Queen for a free legendary Tuhanarak.
Those seem like some really lovely choices.
But you have to use the QR code or the link or you get nothing. And make sure that you use the promo code for your free extra legendary as soon as you start the account in the first 24 hours.
I'ma scan that QR code right now. Thanks, fella.
You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome.
Next up, we have Sila the Drakes. This is another one that's actually fairly easy to obtain from, I think you just get this from logging in for a certain amount of days. It might be like 6 months or so, but everyone has access to this unit. Let's take a look at these skill trees. For actually, let's take a look at the skills. I just built her recently. Recently-ish, I don't know. I think I 6-starred her like 2 months ago. We have first skill attack one enemy, 20% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff. Decreased turn meter by 15. She does a lot. She does CC. She does speed buffs for the ally protection and speed buffs over here. So, decreased speed on the enemy. Attacks all enemies. 20% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn, but it's multi-hits. So, 2 times, and then there is a 35% after its upgrade. And you can also put stun artifacts on this, which give you a secondary chance to stun as well, if you would like. Then we have the Revive and Ally Protection buff on them for 2 turns. Heal all allies by, this is the passive, heal allies by 10% of max HP at the start of each turn. Also place a 30% increased speed buff on a random ally for 2 turns. Nice for a passive. Let's see what we're going to do for her Masteries. We're just going to go, I mean, it's kind of a typical left-hand side for the offense. We're going to go crit rate. We're going to give her some damage. We're going to go crit damage. We're going to go increased damage to units with shield. We're going to go for the increased damage to targets with less than 40% HP. We're going to go increased damage inflicted by 6% when attacking targets with higher max HP. We've got increased damage inflicted by the champion's default skill by 2% each time it's used during battle. And then, of course, we have the War Master, the Big Daddy, 60% chance of inflicting bonus damage when attacking, bonus damage equal to 10% target's max HP, 4% when it's attacking a boss. And then for the other one, this is just an all-around build that we're doing. We have this. The accuracy, we're going to go more accuracy, increases accuracy by 20% when the champion has no skills on cooldown. The accuracy, personally, for me, like, I'm going by the skill tree recommendation on Yumi Love. I feel this doesn't need the accuracy like like Drexar needed the accuracy. So it does need it for skill 1, but not like a mandatory must do all of that accuracy. 30% chance of increasing turn meter by 10% when a debuff cast by this champion is removed or expires. Increase accuracy for each enemy alive. I feel like it doesn't have to be like this, though. Decrease turn meter when the champion hits them with the default skill for the first time. Increase base stat bonuses of artifact sets that increase base stats by 15%. Effect is multiplicative, and then we have increased speed by each dead ally, stacks up to 24, because she has a revive. Might be nice to give her a little bit more of a chance to get an extra turn to revive that ally. And then a 30% chance to extend the duration of any buff cast by this champion by 1 turn. That is nice. Let's unlock that one. I think that's really most of the reason for the support over there is we want to make sure that well, she does have the debuffs over here too. So I suppose the accuracy, I stay corrected because the accuracy is necessary for this as well. So yeah, support makes more sense than I don't know why I was just thinking about this first game. I'm like, the decrease turn meter and the decreased speed, man, we need it for that. Let's see what the next unit we have is. This is going to be a unit that I guess we'll go for this one next. Yeah, I guess we'll go for Fushan next. This is not a unit that... Actually, I think that there is a way for people to get this. I forgot what it was, but I think there's a secondary way for people to get this that's not just summoned. So this is attack an enemy, extra chance of placing a hit. AoE stun. There's another unit that has an AoE stun, and this has a 4 hits at random. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns, damage based on attack. So we're of course going to get, it's not anything too ridiculous. It's useful, but there's better units for what he does. Let's take a look at what we're going to do for the Masteries. We are going to go, of course, offense unit. We're going to go over here with crit rate. We're going to go over here with crit damage. We've got the increased damage to shield units. It's fairly similar to the other one. We're going to go all the way down the left-hand side, and we're going to go for War Master. We're also going to do Ruthless Ambush, increased damage inflicted by 8% for the first hit on each enemy. We're going to go for this, increased damage inflicted to targets with Stun, Sleep, Fear, True Fear, Freeze, Petrification. He does do stuns, so that's useful. That synergizes with his skill set. Shield buff on this champion for 1 turn when the champion kills an enemy, except for boss minions. And then we're going to go for support. We will do accuracy. Yes. Love accuracy. Love the extra accuracy. More accuracy, of course. We're going to do increase accuracy even again. And we're going to go Lore of Steel. Increases the base stat set bonuses of all artifact sets that increase base stats by 15. Increase is multiplicative, not additive. And then we have this increased speed for each dead ally. So that's going to do it for the Fushan. I feel like we should do... Should we do a couple summons? Should we do... I feel like I want to do a few summons. But I don't want to go too crazy. I mean... We'll do 1 10 pull. Shall we do 1 10 pull? We'll do 1 10 pull. That's it. We're not doing anything more than that. We'll see. We'll see if we get some... We're going to get another Fushan. Something ridiculous. Nothing. Okay. Well, I don't have to feel too bad then. Basically, some okay rares. They're not that bad. Gear enhancement event. I don't know what we have going on here. But that's going to do it for this one, I believe. Oh, hold on. We have more things. I should have done these. Getting the souls instead of those man-eaters, man. Let's do 10. Oh, we can't. Oh, my goodness. No, that's fine. That's fine. Let's do it. Let's see what we get. Any legendaries that we have? Nothing that we actually have, of course. That's brutal, man. This game with the souls. Brutal. Absolutely ridiculous. It's never anything we have. What do we get? Infernal Baroness. Lovely. I'm good. Anything here that we have? Nope. It's literally never anything ever that we have. Gotta love it. All right, guys. They're like, why don't you buy more? No. That's not how it should go. All right, guys. Anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't started playing Raid yet, use the QR code on the screen or the link in the description. And I will see you as always in the next one.